What have you seen from Terrell that makes you go, this guy's got it, he's going to be just fine?
I mean, first of all, he knows the defense. You know what I'm saying? He knows all the checks, all the calls, and the coaches can really trust him. I really trust him, you know what I'm saying? And when he's out there, he's making plays. So just those two things alone, I feel like the sky's the limit.
What do you want to hear from him as a guy who's calling snaps and calling plays in a huddle? You know, and something he hasn't done yet so far in a game situation.
You're asking me what do I want to hear from him?
What do you want to hear? Yeah, what do you want to hear from that guy?
Just basically, when we on the field, just making sure we getting all the calls out there to everybody, and make sure we don't have any MEs.
How much do you have to or want to help him in that as a guy who's right around him and has a whole lot of experience in how that defense works?
I mean, his locker's right next to mine, so I'm going to help him as much as I possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
Does anything change for you or Matt, having somebody else there?
Not too much. I mean, it's pretty much the same defense, stuff like that. So just having a different guy, a little shorter guy, that's all.
Just a little shorter.
Yeah.
Impressions of what Christian has done and winning that job and what he brings to the table.
I mean, he's a smart player, you know what I'm saying? You can't really tell that he's young just by the way he plays the game. So just him just moving out there, and in training camp he had a lot of plays on the ball, so I'm just excited to see him out there.
At this point in your career, you've played plenty of primetime games.
Mm-hmm.
Is there still something special about playing Monday Night Football, knowing that everybody's watching?
For sure. I mean, it's the first game of the season, you know what I'm saying? If it was in the middle of the season, it kind of would feel like regular a little bit, but just it being the first game of the season, I'm definitely excited.
Taron, going off of that, 9/11, not far away from where it happened, just what does that mean to be playing?
Ooh, I mean, it's definitely something special. I mean, I'm sure we're going to be honoring the victims of what happened on that day years ago, but it's special, you know.
You've seen the quarterback, you've seen the other pieces of the offense, you've seen the coordinator's been around for a while at least. How hard is it to get ready for that offense, taking all those pieces and trying to put them together and figure out what they will be like together?
I mean, that's one of the challenges of going into a first game, you know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of teams got to do it, so we're just trying to take the pieces that we can get, but at the end of the day, I mean, we're going to see what they're doing and we'll adjust off of it.
Is it a little easier then maybe that you have so much extensive history on the individual parts to be able to get ready for a new offense in a game one?
I wouldn't say it's necessarily easier just because they haven't really played together with the guys that they have. So I would say that's probably the biggest difference.
What's Garrett Wilson do that just kind of sticks out to you?
His quickness. He's extremely quick, and not only that, he makes great plays on the ball.
Yes.
I missed the first couple of questions, but just with
Thanks,
Terrell
Taron.
getting
Thank
back
you.
out at middle linebacker, what did he do to maximize his time when he was not able to play this training camp into the preseason?
Just being in the meeting rooms, being attentive, still doing all the walkthroughs and making all the calls, all the checks. So it's kind of like he's still been out there, just not in the full speed reps.